If you have a block and you want to put that block underneath your sitting bones, that'll help lift you up a little bit. So if your hips are really tight, that helps to roll the pelvis forward. It allows your abdomen and diaphragm, more importantly, to stay open. Take some pressure off of the knees if you have knee issues. So this is an option. Again, do what works for you. We'll start with our spinal cord breathing, and then we'll do some more things for the neck and shoulders. So you have an option of sliding the hands up and down. The main important point of this pose is flexing and extending the spine, rotating at whatever position works best for your body. Other option is to bring the arms up and squeeze the shoulders. This is going to open up more of the lymph nodes. If your hands are on your legs, just make sure you widen your elbows so there's still a space underneath your armpits. So we're going to practice with a smile on our face. That's the most important yoga pose of the day. Enjoy and focus on the exhale. So you're letting out more than you're taking in. So either hands here or here. Start by opening up, so curl your tailbone back, squeeze in your shoulders, smile wide to the sky. And then as you exhale, tuck under the tailbone, chin to chest, elbows together. Inhale, curl the tailbone back, squeeze, put a big smile on your face. Exhale, chin in, press the spine back, elbows together. Inhale, look up, big smile, exhale. Inhale, look up, curl the tailbone back, smile wide. Exhale. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, smile, squeeze in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Breathe in. Smile bigger if you haven't yet. At least put a grin on your face. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Pressing back. As you lower your arms or just keep them soft, think about lengthening your spine without making it difficult. Shoulders are empty. Take a long breath in, lengthen your spine. So try to think of the habit each time you inhale of lifting your body a little taller, like it's growing up to the sky. And now bring your chin in on your exhale. Drop your shoulders a little more. Keep your chin in close to your chest. And now bring your right jaw towards your right collarbone. Move your left arm in and imagine there's a weight on the end of that left elbow. Soften your face. Check in with your teeth and your muscles in your face and make sure they're soft. With every exhale, allow the weight of your head to allow the head to go a little closer to the collarbone as your elbow drops a little deeper toward the earth. And imagine any tension draining down the neck, across your shoulder, and out the end of your elbow. And now bring your chin back into the middle of your chest. On your next exhale, tilt the left jaw toward the left collarbone. Bring your right arm in, soften that elbow toward the floor. And with each exhale, let your head hang a little more heavy. Breathe long, slow, even, and soft. Notice how this side is different than the other. Again, we're not here to judge. We're assessing where do we hold on to dis-ease in our body. The more aware we become, the more we can think about maybe altering some habits. If you carry a bag on one shoulder, think about carrying it in your hand or switching sides. Now bring the chin back into the chest. Bring your chin back up and move your head back so it's square over top of your shoulders. Bring your arms out to the side, open your fingers wide. Spread out the fingers, squeeze in your shoulder blades. And now lower your arms. Bring the fingers down toward the floor as if they were tent stakes. My fingers are still spread really wide. Look over your right shoulder. Try to keep your chin parallel to your shoulder. You're just going as much as is comfortable for you. Open your eyes wide as if you're trying to see all the way behind you. Keep spreading those fingers out, reaching them down. Bring your head back and look over the opposite shoulder. Eyes wide open, spreading the fingers, reaching down. Open mouth exhale if you're really feeling a lot of tension or dis-ease. Breathe it out. Bring your head back to center slowly. Lift your arms up and cross your right arm over your left. Bend the left elbow. Adjust as you need to. Wrap your arms to the best of your ability. Lift your elbows in line with your shoulders. Lengthen your spine in case you drifted back into the lower part of your body. Point your elbows forward. Press your spine back. Lift your hand up and bring your chin in towards your chest. With your chin in, keep pointing the elbows out, pressing the spine back. Lift your nose and chin and release your arms. Take a breath. And we'll switch to the other side. So bring the left arm over the right. Wrap the arms around one another. Lift your elbows. Lengthen the spine. Point the elbows out. Tuck under your tailbone and start pushing your spine back. Like you're pushing it out of your body. Hand stays lifting up. Chin moves in toward the chest. Lifting your nose and chin, release your arms. Take a moment, just close your eyes for a second. Take a little registration within yourself of how your neck and shoulders might feel different. I'm going to do one more for this area because remember your neck holds 80% of your daily tension and we want to let that area be open so it can receive all the messages from the body. So once again, we're going to bring our arms down and out. Keep your fingers together this time. So close up, hands together. You're going to rotate your little finger up like you're cupping raindrops in your palm. Squeeze in your shoulders again, just to open up your chest. And then release your arms down. All fingers together. Roll the little finger side up. And notice a little cup in your fingers. Touch the fingers to the floor if you can. And now turn your ear toward the shoulder. Just pick one side. We're going to do both. Whatever side your head is drifting over top of the shoulder, take that opposite arm and reach it out and down a little bit more. That lengthening without straining. Close your eyes. Imagine any tension draining down the arm and out the end of the fingers. Gently lift your chin up, keeping the ear close to the shoulder as much as you can. Parting your teeth so you're not clenching or holding any dis-ease in your face. Open mouth exhale if it's really tight. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now gently roll the jaw slightly in front of the shoulder. Gently bring your ear back over the middle of the shoulder. And with your eyes closed, lift your head back to center. Soften your arms to the side. Take a moment to check in. Notice how one side feels different than the other. And then we're going to reach out and do the other side. So both hands come out and down, fingers touch, roll the little finger side up, tilt your head toward the opposite shoulder, stretch down through the arm. Close your eyes and let your head sink toward the shoulder. You can even relax that arm that's underneath the head. You want to think about keeping that energy line going down and out of the body with the breath. Put your head behind the shoulder. So we're just going over the top of the shoulder. We're not letting it fall all the way back. Staying right at the top of the shoulder. Feel that lengthening in the side of the neck, opening up those lymph nodes. And gently draw the ear slightly in front of the shoulder. We're still reaching down and out through the opposite arm, keeping that little finger side rolled up. Teeth are separated. If you feel any burning or tingling, ease off a little bit and just gently go back into it as your body is ready to today. Bring the head back over the shoulder, coming back to center. Relax your arms in your lap. And again, close your eyes, just check in, notice the difference in how your neck and shoulders feel. If you're on a block, you may want to bring yourself off the block. If it feels comfortable and it's better for you, just stay on it. It's okay. Remember, you're not being graded and we are not here to judge ourselves. We're here to explore where we're holding on to dis-ease. So we're going to start with the hips by working the legs and the back, everything around the hips. Extend your right leg. Holding in your left foot, bring your arms out, turn the palms to the sky, lift your hands up, and then turn the palms out and push up into the sky. Look up and lengthen your body. Turn your chest toward your leg. Keep your hands lifting up into the clouds. Keep pressing up. Follow your fingers so your eyes and your hands stay connected as you move your hands from the sky down toward the earth. When you come out as far as you can, press a little more through the heel of the hands and then part your fingers, just let your arms release. Look at your pedicure. Close your eyes, gently keeping the chin in position where it is long. With your eyes closed, check in with your sitting bones. Make sure both are still on the ground. If one feels a little higher, try pressing both of them back to the earth. Bringing your mind into your breath. As you exhale, notice your body drifting a little closer to the thigh as the tension drains down the leg and out through the end of the heel. Just imagine your leg is hollow. The breath is guiding that dis-ease out of the body. Soften your shoulders. Make sure you're not holding on to anything. The more we can let go the dis-ease in our body, the more we become aware of how that dis-ease is operating in the external world around us. We begin to be more aware of things that aren't comfortable that we can let go of, whether it's things in your home or maybe toxic people. With every breath, sink a little closer to the leg. On your next exhale, let everything release as much as it wants to today. Just let yourself feel like a rag doll. Keep your head heavy. Engage your abdomen. Curl your tailbone under. Push your spine toward the wall behind you and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Pull that leg in and you're ready. We'll go to the other side, extending the left leg. This also opens the liver meridian. So bring your arms out, palms to the sky. You can lace the fingers, and this time do it opposite the way you normally do. Turn the palms out. Lift high into the sky. Turn your chest towards your leg. Look up at your hands and push out. Follow your hands. Come out as much as you can. Press a little harder. Release your arms so the arms are now empty. You're gazing down at your pedicure. Press both sitting bones toward the earth. And with your chin lifted and the eyes closed, slowly release your body back toward the earth. Your mind's eye, your mind traveling through your body, seeking out anywhere where you're holding on to dis-ease. Your next exhale, let your body go limp. Draw in the abdomen, curl the tailbone under, press your spine back. Gently roll up through your body, one vertebrae at a time. And then slide that leg up and bend the knee. We're going to bring both legs up. We're going to work in the hip area. Remember, this is at your ability. So if it's not working for you, modify. We want to try to bring our fingertips toward our hips. So from the side, my fingers are facing forward. This helps protect your shoulder. Make sure you're not sinking back. So we want to try to stay up on your sitting bones. Your hands are just here for balance. Your feet are in front of you. We're going to lower our knees to one side. You want the curve of your knee about 4 fingers away from the curve of your foot. So try to line these 2 areas up. General rule of thumb. Do your best. Lift the knees up. Leave your feet right where they're at. And the next part's optional. If it's possible and you're interested, lift the hips. Take a long breath in. Smile to the sky. Lower down on the exhale. Empty the knees to one side and curl the hip over. If you want, you can look over the shoulder. Come back to center. Lift the knees. Inhale. Optional. Lifting the hips. Whether your hips are lifted or not, smile into the sky. Just practice that and see how it makes your practice feel different. Lower your hips. Release your knees in the other direction. Roll the hip as much as you can. Again, if you want, look over the shoulder. Come back to center. Inhale, lift the hips. Take a big breath into your heart. Lower down on the exhale, relaxing the knee. Curl the hip over. Explore. Do you feel more of a twist if you turn your head? It's just optional. Bring your legs back to center. Inhale, lift up. Open your heart. Smile wide with a big breath in. And then as you begin to exhale, touch the hips down. Release the knees in the other direction and roll the hip over. Back to center. Inhale, lift up. Smile. Lower down. Your yoga class does not have to be so serious. Roll over. Come back to center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, touch the hips, release the knees, curl the hip. One more time on each side. You've had enough. Let's practice breathing with us. Inhale, lift up. Lower down, touch the knees. Exhale. Back to center. Inhale, lift. Lower down. Relax the knees and exhale. Bring your body back. Slide your left leg in. Extend your right arm. Bring your right hand to your left knee. And remember, on this part of the posture, you're always just doing what you can do. Instead of thinking what you can't do, we're focusing on what you're able to do. So the hand's crossing over, and again, this hand is just here for balance. It's really not going to have any weight on it. So I always like to use my fingertips. It's just a mental reminder for your body that you're not going to sink down into that arm. What we are going to do is shift all the weight over onto your thigh. Then you're going to have a space underneath your glute of the leg that's extended. Bring your hand to the knee for balance. And we're going to shift all the weight into that thigh so you can lift your foot. And it doesn't matter if it's just a millimeter off the floor. No grading is happening. As you exhale, you're going to slide your leg back and bring your chest over your thigh. Able to keep the foot off the floor. Good. If you can't, that's okay too. Lift up on the inhale. Exhale. Instead of worrying about the height or how far your leg is opening, put your breath with the movement. So we're inhaling as the leg is forward, exhaling, chest over the thigh, leg comes behind you. And as a rule of thumb, keep your eye connected with the movement. So as I exhale, my gaze is going to follow the foot. This is how we make it a moving meditation. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend back. Two more, or rest. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Forward, lower down. Switch to the other side. Extending the leg. Bring your left hand to the right knee. Use your fingertips to the side. And again, it's going to feel different. That means you're normal. So we're shifting over to make that space underneath the glute. Releasing that leg. Lift the foot. And exhale. Slide the leg back. Chest over the thigh. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Chest over the thigh. Slide the leg back. Try connecting the breath with the movement, letting your gaze follow your foot. Continue the breath as the foot comes back. Inhale, lifting the foot in the front. Exhale. And our whole point of this is to help lubricate the joints. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Every little bit counts. So even if your movement is small, you're still benefiting. Lift up. Exhale. Try one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Bring your leg up and return. That's kind of tiring. If you are feeling tired and worn out, remember, just do what feels right for you. We're going to bend our knees, and now we're going to work in the lower back and the whole back of the legs. Cup your feet, the balls of your feet. Remember, hands can be outside or inside. There's no rule. Just be sure that the hands are connected to the feet. That's the only thing that's going to make it beneficial for you. Keep your sitting bones on the ground. Walk your legs out as much as it works for your body. Your knees are bent, doesn't matter. When you come out as far as you can, lift your ribs, engage your abdomen, roll your tailbone back just a little bit. Push your right foot into your right hand, pull the left toe back. Let your head sink in. Check in with your face. Make sure your teeth are away from each other. There's a little rule. Put your tongue behind your teeth. And sink. Push that foot out, away from you. Inhale, look down at your toes, lift your ribs, switch to the other side, push the left foot into the left hand, pull the right foot back. Keep your abdomen in. If you gently engage your abdomen, you'll feel it releasing the lower back. The goal is to get rid of that compression. Gravity impacts the most part of the spine. Inhale, lift the ribs, push the right foot out, pull the left toe back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push the foot out, pull the right toe back. Press your spine as if you're pushing it out of your body. Feel that stretch from under the elbow, through the tricep, down the back of the body. Opposite leg, you're going to feel a stretch in the Achilles tendon. Lifting up, switch once more. Pushing that right foot out, pulling the left foot back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch once more. As you breathe in, bring your feet up and push both feet in. So before you do that, lift the ribs, draw in the abdomen, push out with the feet and the hands, press your spine back. Now pull the toes back towards your knees, lift your ribs. Don't forget to breathe. Release. Bring your shoulders over your hips. Again, close your eyes. Take that moment to be in your body. Notice how your spine feels different. Feel the sitting bones connecting to the earth. Again, you can do this every day. It's just a nice way to get rid of compression in the lower back and aligns your shoulders over your hips. Sitting like a 2-month-old. Maybe sit really tall and square on their sitting bones. This is exactly how we were intended to sit. While we're here, we're going to do a spinal twist, keeping that spine nice and tall. Bring your right foot over the left. And cross over. So we have that cross pattern for the brain. Left arm is in front of or behind your knee. And your right hand's going to come close to your tailbone. Extend the arm to lengthen your spine. Take a breath in and twist, looking over your right shoulder. Make sure your shoulder isn't high. Keep it loose and low. Come back to center and align your spine. Extend the leg. Hold the right leg over the left. Bring your left arm across your body. Again, place the hand close to your tailbone. Lengthen the spine. More important to have the spine tall than to worry about how far you're twisting. Taller the spine, the more the benefit. With your eyes closed, just check in and make sure both sitting bones are on the ground. And then be mindful, is your chin tilted down? Lift it so it's parallel with your chin, your shoulder. Notice how the side feels different. Maybe you feel it differently in your hip. We're assessing. Come back. Align your spine. And we'll do one more to the other side. If you want to do the variation of folding your foot back, that's an option, not a requirement. You could slide one foot back. You just want to make sure both sitting bones are on the ground. Feel one lifted high. Leave the legs straight. Bring your left arm across your body. Right hands mirror the tailbone. Twist with your exhale. Return to center. Align your spine. And let's go the other side. So, left leg over the right. You decide. Right leg is straight or folded back. Find both sitting bones on the ground. Bring your right arm across your body. Lengthen the spine. Close your eyes. Twist. Feel your body softening with your exhale. Coming back to center, align your spine and unwind your legs. Before we move into other positions, we're going to work more in the joints. So this next one is for the elbows. Bring your hands behind you. We're going to go down the arms. So we did the shoulders earlier, and we're going to work the elbows. So I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to have my hands behind me. I'm going to slide back just like you're hanging out watching cartoons on TV, maybe. Walk your little fingers in toward each other when you come back as far as it's comfortable for you. Just move the arms in as much as it works for your body. And now make sure that you're not holding your chest up. We want chest sinking down. So from the side, I'm not up. Chest is down between the shoulders. Arms are back as much as they can be. Hands are as close as they can be to each other. And now we're gonna turn. So lift your chin and turn your head. Look over your shoulder like you're trying to see your hands. Bring your head back to center. Look over the left shoulder. If you have tennis elbow or any other kind of ligament or tendon issue, this is going to wake it up. And our goal is to bring blood back into the fascia. This is a very restorative pose for the joints. All of these are. So if you've had injury, you're going to feel it. Just try to breathe through it. And if it's really, really painful, then you're easing off. Remember, we have a 70% rule. So you hold the pose at 70% so that you can sustain it without straining. Bring your head back to center. We're going to go one more time for a little less time. Look over your right shoulder. Open the eyes wide. Back to center. Once again, look over the left shoulder. Open mouth, exhale if it's tight. Bring your head back to center. Engage your abdomen to bring your shoulders back over your hips. Bend your elbows. So we're going to do the wrist. So we're going to do two things for the wrist. First thing we're going to do is point our hands back. So put your wrists forward, place your hands on the ground. So your fingers are back, and then you're going to walk your hands down your legs until you feel the wrist lifted up off the ground. So when the wrist lifts up, that's where you stop. When you come out as far as you can, push back through your spine. Press down through the heel of the hands. Let your head soften, but make sure you're not gritting your teeth. Focus on your exhale. See the elbows again. Lifting your nose and chin, push back through your spine. Bring your body back up to being tall. Pull your feet in. Modify if you need to for your knees. We're going to lift up. And this time, we're going to our hands on top of our knees. We're going to place our fingertips right at the bottom of the knees so they're touching the floor. So the longest finger is just brushing the floor. Lift up, lay the top of your hands on the floor. So my palms are facing my chest. The longest finger is touching the tip of your knee. As you exhale, you're going to sink your hips back. So again, the palms are facing up. I'm on the top of my hand and the wrist is touching the earth. Let your head sink down. If you're feeling warmth in your palms or fingertips, that's normal. We're letting go of some heat. So let your head sink. Bring your mind's eye to the center of your palm. Push back through the spine, taking the weight off the hands, and then shake your hands or roll the wrists, whatever it's going to feel better for you. Rolling is nice and more gentle. Mark the knees. Now we're going to go back onto our backs. So you get there any way you want. You want to work on a little more core. Hands are going to come at your shin and you're going to curl your spine back. Just let the heels slide on the floor. Bring your body back or just get on the floor in any way that works for your body. Remember, no one else has lived in the vessel that you've been given. So honor it. And when you're on your back, bring your arms to the side. Look straight up to the sky. Cross your right ankle over your left knee and then lift your left knee. Bring your hands above or underneath the thigh, whatever works. Thread through, find the variation that feels right for your body. With every exhale, draw the foot in a little closer to your chest. Imagine there's an opening through the base of the hip. So with every breath, that tension is draining out of the hip, away from the body. Easing off, plant your foot on the floor. Release your foot and switch to the other side. Bring your left ankle on your right knee. Breathing in, guide the knee in toward your chest. Exhale. Find the variation that works best for your body, whatever that is. Guide the knee in. Feel free to open your mouth with that exhale to let everything go. Ease off. Plant your foot, leave your knee right where it is. We're going to take our hand, so the left leg is up. Take your left hand, slide it all the way down to that crease. I want you to find your hip bone. Put the heel of your hand on your hip bone. Slide it into the crease of your leg between the hip and the knee and press down and out. Just opening up in the hip joint. So first you start with the heel of the hand on the hip bone, and then you're going to slide it down into that crease, pressing down and out. Notice the difference in how this feels for the hip and your abdomen. Ease off. Leave your ankle where it is. Your choice. We're going to bring your arms out and slide both knees to the left. If it's too intense, you can unwind the foot and just stack your knees. So you choose. This is going to get deeper into the right hip. Now look over your right shoulder. So the knees are going to the left, you're looking to the right. Soften both arms into the earth. And now you're going to take your right arm. So you're looking to the right. Slide your right arm up. Move the arm next to your head. Stretch up through your arm. Reach through the fingers. Try to keep the arm on the floor if you can. If it's lifted off the ground, that's okay. Our goal is to feel that stretch, opening the lymph nodes under the arms and down to the side of the body and at the hip. Gently slide the arm back to the side. Relax both arms. Bring your head back to center. Engage your abdomen. Lift the knees back up. Unwind the leg. Bring the right ankle back over so we can finish the side. You're going to bring your right hand to your hip bone. Put the heel of the hand on the hip bone and then slide it down into the crevice and press down and out. One side's going to feel more than the other. If you're not sure that you've got the right spot, just bring the heel of the hands back to the hip bone. And you're going to feel your hand dipping into that line between the thigh and the hip bone. Press into the groin. Feel that opening across your abdomen or in the hip joint. Easing off. Slide the arm back to the side. Again, you choose as you start to roll the knees to the right. You can adjust your foot on or off the leg. Roll the hips to the right, over your left shoulder, and both arms are going to be empty. So imagine there's a weight on your shoulders and the arms are just sinking into the earth. Gently keeping the hand in the left side of your body relaxed. Drag that arm up next to your head. Stretch the fingers. Feel that lengthening all the way through the side of the body into the hip. Reach as if you're stretching up. Make sure you're breathing. Soften the arm and slide it back out in line with your shoulder. Keep it heavy. Engage your abdomen. Bring your legs back to center. Unwind the legs. Take a breath. Touch your knees into each other. Stay here for a moment so you can see what I'm doing next. We're going to go back to the shoulders. So you can just let your legs stay where they are, or you can extend them, whatever's going to work for you. Bring your hands together over top of your chest. Big steeple. And as you exhale, one hand's going to slide up the forearm. Your arm's going to lay under the chin. Bring the arms all the way out to the side. So with your arm under your chin, turn your head over the shoulder. So you'll feel this in the right shoulder, maybe under the shoulder blade. Everybody's going to feel it a little differently depending on any injury that you may have had. Bring your head back to center. Lift your hands in the sky. And now slide them to the other side. So again, the top hand's flat, sliding on your arm. Turn, look over the opposite shoulder, and notice how this side feels different. And every breath, keep that top arm heavy, sinking, releasing into the earth. Bring the head back to center, lift the hands back to the sky, part the arms, move them down to your side. Now turn your palms to the floor and bring your arms in close to your hips. Extend your legs, lift your right leg into the sky, point the heel. As you exhale, bring your legs straight out to the right. So my hip, knee, and ankle are in line with each other, and my leg is not going to touch the floor because the thigh is resting on my forearm. So from the side, let's see that it's resting on the arm, and if your leg is really tight, just make a tripod with your elbow bent, supporting your leg. It's more natural to use your body as a prop. That way, if your body wants to open up, you're going to listen to those messages and you won't be stuck with a block that's inflexible. So that's why in the Italian style, we really don't use props, but of course, everyone's body is different. So if you need them, use them. Check in with your left hip. You want to keep it on the earth. If it's really rolled over, just lift the leg back up and adjust that hip. Flex your right foot, point your left toe. Opening up that psoas muscle, which is important for balance. If we were standing, we'd be doing a variation of dancer pose, the leg to the side. Bring your leg back up, point your toe. Lift your right hip up off the ground and move your leg over to the left. 45 degrees or 70 degrees. So you're pointing your toe to the line between the ceiling and the wall in your house. Push through the heel over your right shoulder. Try to keep that shoulder soft on the ground. Push through the heel. Feel this in your sciatic. Good to open the sciatic nerve. Check in with your face. Keep it soft. Inhale, bring your leg back to center. Exhale, lower the leg. Breath, notice the difference in how the left and right leg feel. Go to the other side, lift the left leg, flex the foot. Exhale, slide the leg out to the left. Check in with that right hip. It's lifted up, raise the leg, and either use a prop or hand as tripod. Sliding down the leg or letting the thigh rest on the forearm of your left arm. Push through your left heel, point through your right toe. Inhale, bring your leg back up, point your toe, lift the left hip up off the ground and roll the leg over 70 degrees to the right. Flex the foot. Look over your left shoulder. Just assess how this side feels different. Bring your leg back to center. Exhale, lower your leg. Take a breath. Check in with your hips. Now bend your right foot. Placing the foot on the floor. See if you're able to reach the foot with your right hand. We're going to work the muscles in the front of the thigh. This can be done standing. We're going to try to just roll over onto the left hip so you can pull that foot back. And if your knee is high off the ground, who cares? It's all right. That's why we're here. As you exhale, gently press the knee down toward the floor. So this is a breath movement. Exhale is softening the leg toward the floor. You can feel this in the front of your thigh, into your hip, and it actually is about the back. So if you have back problems, stretching the front of the thigh has a relationship. Press the knee down. One more exhale, pressing the knee gently toward the earth. And on your next exhale, try sliding that bent leg toward the straight leg. Easing off. Release the foot. Extend the leg. Take a breath. We'll go to the other side. Bend your left knee. Left hand's going to reach for the foot. And you can roll over onto your side if that is more helpful. And then come back as much as you can, placing the left foot on the floor. And as you exhale, you're gently going to guide the knee toward the earth. Close your eyes so your mind is in your muscles and you're noticing that relationship of the thigh into the hip and maybe into your lower back. So press down with your exhale. Check in with your face. Breath releases. Pressing down once more. On your next breath, bring the knee in toward the straight leg. Notice how that feels different in the thigh. Easing off, unwind the leg, extending it straight out. Lay your hands on your abdomen. Just let your hands rest to your side, your choice. Your hands are on your abdomen. Bring your attention to the rise and fall of your abdomen with your breath. Keep the shoulders soft and your eyes closed. Now breathe in as if your lungs were in your toes. Feel your body expanding with your breath. Relax any lines in your skin. And soften your body into the earth with your exhale. Inhale, expanding out. Fill every part of your body with that pure breath. And as you feel the body releasing the breath, send out into the world anything that you're ready to let go of from your body, your mind, or your spirit, things that aren't useful to you anymore. Know that everything you're letting go of is being repurposed, bringing new growth to other things. Rain falls from the sky so that flowers can grow. The more we let go of in our body, we create new space for more precious experiences. One more long, full breath. Allow that breath to fill every tissue and bone and organ in your body. Softly release, sinking deep into the earth. Gently bring your knees into your body. Wrap your arms around your body, giving yourself a big hug. Smile to your face. We're here today, giving yourself the gift of honoring that beautiful vessel you've been given to live in. Rock from side to side. Gently roll over onto your right side. Keep your eyes closed. Place your left hand near your heart. Bring yourself back up to a seated position, or just come to a seated position in any way that works for you and your body. Then bring your hands to your heart. And try tilting your chin in. Attaching your mind to the touch of your fingers connecting to one another. Be aware of the breath flowing in and out of your body freely. Place a smile back on your face if you've lost it. As you pull that next breath in through your smile, send it deep into your body. Picture that smile and breath flowing through your liver, spleen, kidneys, pulling it up through every vertebrae, allowing it to fill the lungs and the heart. Just noticing how perfect that body is that you've been given, with eyes that allow you to see all the beauty in the world, your ability to smell, to taste, to hear, to touch, with feet that allow you to walk on a journey that you have chosen, but mind that's working perfectly. Mindful that whatever happens in the world around you, that perfection and miracle that you are is operating without us even thinking about it. Each time you return to your practice, you're enhancing that beauty within you. It's there to brighten and lighten the path before you. So as you move through today, keep that smile on your face and share it freely, because others may need it even more than you. Thank you for having this time with me today. It was my honor to be with you. A beautiful weekend. Namaste. I hope to see you next Monday at 10:30 for our Qigong.